Good Friday morning, and welcome to Ice Age TV, the Internal Combustion Engine Age YouTube channel that talks about all my cars and trucks and motorcycles and SUVs and the Florida and boating. Hey, good Friday morning there. All those that tune in my channel on a regular basis, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for interacting on my channel. On the everyday morning conversation, let's try to get something to you to get the day going, and here we are. Beautiful day out here. I'm running a little behind, taking care of business issues, and kind of get up the road and get my morning coffee, which seems to be kind of the thing I like to do here in Florida, is go to Dunkin' Donuts and kind of change it up in my really cool Ram TRX. But I don't have a garage door opener. Anybody was kind of wondering, it's like, why do you actually not just use a garage door opener to get out of your dad's house? Well, I have so many vehicles. I do have a garage door opener for this garage, but as always, it's always about me just forgetting what to bring with me on a trip and whatever, but it's okay because I can use the back escape door here as you feel like you're here with me at my parents' house and getting in and out. I just lock the door here and bing bam, I'm out and in. So there you go. So what are we doing now, right? If you watch my channel, you saw we had a great boating day yesterday with the kid. Kid had a blast. She really did have a lot of fun, and we really did have a chance to actually enjoy the boat yesterday because the weather was just so great, even though I've talked about it so many times that the forecasters here were saying that this week was going to be just a lousy rainy week. And I know over Miami, I know in other parts of Florida, it is pretty radical on all the rains. So I do understand that and get that. And my daughter and dad have gone to town. I'm gonna get out of this driveway rather quickly. Then what's gonna happen is I'm gonna be stuck in the driveway. So I gotta get out of here as I try to get up the road and take care of things and don't run into anybody or run anybody over. It's so interesting how the cars don't come as early, which that doesn't bother me. Here is the former president of CVS. If you know who CVS is, the healthcare big conglomerate, that gentleman right there is a really cool guy. And he used to be the president of CVS. He used to travel the world. I've talked to him in great detail. But he's jinxed himself. Years ago, when he rides his bicycles around down here, he literally has gotten run over like twice. Yes, I'm not lying. I'm not embellishing. He's been critically injured twice on his bicycle down this area. The doctor basically told him, you just can't ride a bicycle because you're going to kill yourself. So what is going on down here in Florida? Have you ever had the nothing, just like the nothing kind of feeling? And I got up this morning and I thought to myself, I'm having so much fun down here with my dad and brother, the kid. We're having a lot of fun. We get to enjoy the pool across the way. And I just thought to myself, I just really haven't been really diligently reading lots of information or spent a lot of time. I'm kind of just on the surface or seeing things. I'm just trying to kind of enjoy being down here and breaking up the routine. And I really thought to myself this morning, I really have like nothing per se that I'm really fixated on in great length or detail, even though there's so much information out there and so many things that you can talk about, which that's always the case. And, once again, I just thought to myself, how about the nothing conversation? And I thought, boy, oh boy, nothing conversation surely just make you feel possibly that nothing's been accomplished. I mean, think this through. If you're really going to just step back and you look at the last 4 years of where this country's gone and what's going on with this country, and ladies going golfing, a lot of lady golfers out there, for all you guys, I'm sure you know that. There's some pretty incredible, talented ladies out there who could probably whip your ass playing golf. You gotta get that if you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, the nothing, I just thought to myself, what has come from all this running your mouth? And I talk it on a daily basis. And I talk in my YouTube channel on how much of this information, the information age, the prophets, the predictors, I just talk about all the time about how the YouTube community just has so many of these individuals that it's the constant rhetoric of telling you how it's going to be. But in the end, I think to myself, but nothing comes from it. It's kind of like I've talked about for years of these media and these different journalists that are on these TVs that get paid millions and millions and millions of dollars to sit there and just run their mouth, but in the end, nothing actually comes from it. They just sit there and moan and groan and bitch and cry. And I thought, wow, isn't that the dang truth of where we are today in today's society? Is what is going to come from all this just constant rhetoric of the doomer gloomers or the prophets, however you want to categorize people that continually mouth off to tell you the way it's going to be. But in the end, nothing comes from what they'll mouth off on. I mean, I think it's so true. I think most people could really relate today that what has really come from this new administration that's come into office. And I mean, really, has anything really been gained? I'd have to say that most people watching my channel would say that nothing's been gained. And I know some can say, well, you're going after the one party versus, I don't give it two craps. Whoever's in power is going to have to take the rewards or take the losses. I mean, that's just the way life is. So for the sitting powers to be, I don't think they've accomplished much for us. And then you just think to yourself, as so many know, the EV age, the green agenda age, what's going to be the end result of all this hoopla? It's going to be nothing. I think most people are all on the same page that all this transitioning from one energy to a different energy, from renewable energies, blah, 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 blah. Mother Nature Earth probably isn't going to look much different than it does already today. And nothing per se will really be of great change as everybody's trying to predict of what's going to play out, what happens. And so once again, I think that more than ever, if you just get out of bed each day and you look around and you think, you have to say to yourself, nothing's been accomplished. And in so many ways, I feel like so many would say, you take it a step further on that, and your income does not even touch anything you used to be able to buy. So nothing's been accomplished by all your hard work and efforts because you've lost your buying power to be able to get things. And then your own personal views and ideas that seem to have common sense, nothing seems to come from that because the powers to be in this country seem to be on changing radical views and ideas. And I mean, you're seeing these beauty pageants of who are winning beauty pageants. I mean, can you feel for any of these people, these young ladies that have gone through great extremes to work out, to take care of their body, to be the good humanitarian, to be this, that, and in the end, what happens? They don't get nothing. They get nothing because the agenda rewards the one that, in so many ways, did nothing. Yeah, did you see the beauty pageant winner for Alabama? I mean, what's the daily routine? Is it sit in front of TV and eat all day? Or is it out to, exercising, doing working hard? I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And don't talk it the wrong way. I'm not here to be critical of people who are overweight. But are you kidding me? So how many people have gone out and worked their tail off, but in the end, nothing's come from it? I mean, I'm hearing stories now where if you look one way versus the other way, nothing's accomplished from your incredibly skilled talents and efforts in life. And for the record, that nothing person may be somebody who looks like me. Here's the Tidal Wave car wash. Should probably go in there and get my truck cleaned, but it turns into our project. May get the kid, yeah, taking the dad today to hopefully get new hearing aids that'll help him hear. My dad's really challenged because his hearing aids are broken. And yeah, it could be a nothing day for my dad where we go to Costco and he gets his hearing done. In the end, the end result is they get nothing for him because his hearing's so bad. It's a 50-50 shot on that. Conversations many times at Costco, and I went by there the other day and they pulled up his 2017 last hearing aid test at that facility. He uses a private guy, but it's a fiasco. So anyways, we're going to take my dad to Costco today, 11:45 a.m. And then my daughter's taking my mother for her weekly visit. So we've got the to-do list today of taking care of popcorn, and as we call my mother, grandmommy, for my daughter, to take care of them today. So today will kind of be a little different day in some ways because of the of me being tied down to taking care of things, which isn't a big deal. Do we get motorcycle ride time? I don't know. It's a Friday. Yeah. I don't know if we do that today or not. Kid loved boating so much yesterday. She's dying to go boating again. It was a great experience. It was just the water ourselves. Now, the only downside is the weekends for me. I don't get as excited about that because all the riffraff shows up and it gets too noisy. And here we are going up to the Baskin Robbins. And you know what's interesting is Elon Musk, this guy here, is doing a whole presentation of how great everything he owns. And it's just incredible when you watch his presentation of Elon Musk and how everything's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But then you go to another video and it's the dire straits of the world coming to an end. And for Elon Musk, I mean, I'm not lying. If you watch his latest video of him just pounding his chest, how great Tesla is and everything he's created, and the world is beautiful, and everybody's going to have an Optimus robot, it's just a beautiful time in this world. Yeah, all right, here we go. Here's the morning coffee, and I think I got myself a donut. How about that? As we wait for the morning cashier. Morning, a medium coffee with cream and one old-fashioned donut, and that's it.
Medium coffee, cream.
Yep.
And one old-fashioned.
Please.
All right. Anything else?
That's it.
Go ahead, put it to the window.
Thank you. Yeah. You would imagine so many years ago you'd be driving to a store. Well, you drive somewhere to get a cup of coffee. You make your own coffee. You know, man, you know what it really is about? It's more on me.
How you doing?
Morning. Good. How you doing?
Good.
Good to hear that. Here's your money for you. Now you know it's a hot coffee.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right. I don't know why I gave you
It's
this.
okay. I'm just making sure. A lot of times they ask me hot or cold. That's all. Got the coffee. Card back. Card. And why they give a receipt? I don't know. I think they asked that question, but anyway, so let's see here. What do we got going on? With the messaging and things. I got up early to get the company in order, and what's good news is a gentleman that worked for me, Joe. Get this, so Joe, that if you really know my channel, you know Joe used to work for me for 12 plus years. And hey, thank you much.
Have a great one.
You too. And so my other guy, Bob, if you watch my channel, who I helped out get a nice trailer and bought him a nice grill. Well, he's going on vacation for a week, and then his wife has knee surgery, and so he's not going to be available again for probably about 3 weeks. So I actually reached out to Joe, and Joe actually said he would work for me. I asked if he would pick up the pieces and help out, and so I don't have to leave and go back early. So Joe is really being, I mean, I'm blessed because Joe volunteered to work for me, because if he didn't, then our trip would be coming to an end. And when I come down here, I really try to get a good 2 weeks of being here, because it's just a long drive, and I want to be here with my mother and father, and it's just a more enjoyable time. You get a good 2 weeks. 3 weeks is nice. Do we get that long? I don't know. To kind of come down to what's going on up north and kind of what's going on down here, and you know, it's 3 weeks is a pretty long time to be away from my residence and the business when I don't really have a full-time guy. So Joe's going to work for me part-time, and we'll see how it plays out, because he's not been working for me now for, wow, 2 years, over 2 years. So for him to even be a little refresh of him being like, wow, I used to do this. If you live behind the wheel of a car, which that gets really old up in that area up there. So get out back here on the main road on the nothing conversations. And as I say, I really got this morning. It's like, do I make a video today? But I like to make videos just to keep my channel active and just to continue to share with those. And here we are, Florida's traffic, man. It's a challenge down here getting around. It's not radical, but it's definitely a challenge. So let's see here. Can't get my phone reverse here. All right, so we got it right here. Yep, there we go. All right, now here we go. Yeah, I need my morning coffee and all that good stuff to get the day going on the Ice Age TV. I love how people weigh in their conversations and their thoughts and all that stuff. It's a lot of other people here interact on my channel. It really is. And the Hoods, Charles, Don, Roger. I mean, I'm just spitting out names. The help desk. I'm trying to think. There's just so many cool usernames out there that I can't keep track of all. I haven't had my coffee yet. And it's hot. Woo! It's real hot. As we get back out here on the road. Oh my gosh, hold on here. Oh wow.
Joe liked your message. Would you like to reply?
Oh wow. This thing just doesn't turn off. That's crazy. All right, you know, this Ram TRX, when you go to the sport mode in this truck, it really does get an attitude. It really is quite cool. I mean, this thing really does become the beast monster, I guess you could say. So the nothing conversations, yeah, as I say, I just thought to myself that this morning, just reflecting where we are 4 years from ago to today, does anybody think that really anything's been accomplished? I mean, sincerely, I'd love to hear other ideas, but for me, I think nothing has been accomplished really in great lengths of the positive aspect of this city administration. And this is an election year, and it's very important that we all talk among ourselves what seems to make right versus wrong. But I think most people would all agree that nothing has come from this sitting administration's views and policies that have really benefited the average person in this country. I mean, you can just go through the list on how all the energy prices are through the roof, the food prices are through the roof, immigration issues are through the roof, lawless cities through the roof, fentanyl overdoses, drug use through the roof, people's value of the power they have of money isn't close to what it used to be. It really isn't. Somebody can argue on that, but you can't convince me that you can tell me when I used to go to a restaurant and the bill for three of us was $50, now the bill for us is $75. I'm sorry, it's more expensive. You can argue all day long of this and that. Doesn't matter. The sitting powers to be were brought into office on everything's going to be built back better than it was before. And for the record, I don't see that. I think the car industry is getting ready to just possibly see havoc like never seen before because of the government handing out all the money. I mean, think it through. It's all cause and effect. I mean, just how long can the ongoing government continue to try to patch and band-aid things up and just hand out money? And eventually the day comes. The day of reckoning eventually shows up because of the reckless spending of our government and how they handed out money. And the car industry, I think, is going to be part of that more than ever. But I think most would agree that in the end, all that plays out is the government will just bail all the car guys out once again if they get themselves into deep doo-doo and they can't get themselves out of what they got themselves into. But all the rich-ass guys, all the mega millionaires and billionaires that own these car infrastructure companies, are they going to start dumping all their money back into the infrastructure to keep things going? Nah, they won't. They'll just take they'll just play the game and get the handouts. I mean, this stuff goes on all the time. I mean, the people that make money and have money, they know how to cheat the system to get the money. I mean, sadly, in so many ways, that's what it is. Here I am over here at the Walmart. Walmart's gas prices here are pretty good. I'll be going to Costco today, but that place, crazy on trying to get gas. So I'm going to stop in here and get some gas and the nothing conversations. Yeah, you probably feel like you have nothing left in your pocketbook after you go to the gas station. I mean, it just doesn't how we can go through the nothing has been accomplished. I mean, what has been accomplished in the Ukraine-Russia war? I mean, sincerely, can anybody give me some statistics of what's really, nothing's been accomplished in my views? We're just dumping money. Now, we just signed a 10-year contract with Ukraine. A 10-year agreement to supplement Ukraine. What's going to come from that? Besides nothing to you and I. That's the real answer. Nothing to you and I. It's all going somewhere else for somebody else to enrich themselves. That's all it is. We know that, don't we? Let me gas. All right, so let's see what the price is today. $349. I swear it was $343 the other day. I don't know. Let's see. I don't show my credit card. Don't want to show my credit card. I've done that on my YouTube channel. One of my good subscribers, good friend, close, the guy lived nearby, Cody, who used to work at King Sterling Ford Service. He literally texted me personally, is I just saw your video down there in Tennessee with your electric vehicle adventure, the towing, and you showed your card. I was like, that's not good. So I literally terminated that card and had to get a new one. So, duh, the Iceman. So we got to put, this little bad boy likes the premium. And come on, doesn't like me. Probably says I don't have any money in my bank. You got nothing. You have to, ever you have that happen? There's nothing left in your bank account? Who doesn't know these stories? All right, how much fuel do we take this morning, right? On the Walmart. What's that all about? Didn't like me? Oh, I had to push the button, didn't I? Thought I did. I can't keep track. Yeah, complicated, isn't it? As we walk around the Ram TRX here, make sure it's all okay. Needs to go to the car wash, that's for sure. Yeah, they get trashed quick, don't they? They do. All right, you're probably like, this is nothing now, Mr. Iceman. Yeah, it's nothing. I get it. On the nothing conversations. How much do you think? I'm just filling this thing up because it's half. I just figure I'd rather do that instead of have to pay the full. Because then you have nothing in your bank account. Yeah, this would be 50. I would say this would be 12 gallons. 10, 12. Let's see if I'm right or wrong, right? Is it getting old? Did Don ride his motorcycle yesterday? I don't know. The rain's come to weather, right? Yeah, I hear you. Wow. I get some lead foot. Look at that. Close to 18 gallons. That's hard to believe. Anyways, there you go. Now, Virginia, this is about 50 cents a gallon more in some gas stations. So that would have been an extra, what, $7.50? Probably. All right, sit back in the TRX. You know, one thing's for sure, that 360 Insta camera. The Insta camera, I don't know, man. That, to me, that video content is not that good. If you watched my video yesterday of me using this camera, this Samsung Galaxy phone, to do all that videoing, it's incredible how clear the clarity, and just you feel like you're there. And that Insta 360 camera I have, to me, the quality of videoing just isn't that great. It puts everything so far away. You just don't get like that real close-up type of look. It gives you that 360 round. I mean, there's one thing for sure. It's definitely safer for me on my motorcycles. There's no doubt. I don't disagree with anybody who watches my channel, but you don't really get that same type of feel of my camera when I've done it with my camera. It just, to me, isn't that great. It isn't, it just isn't as surreal. So for me, kind of disappointing, but at the same time, yeah, the well-being of me, I get it, I understand. And the thing is, down here, that Honda CB doesn't have cruise control, so there's like no way possible for me to even do that on that type of bike. You have to have cruise control to be the wild man that I am, using my hand to give you video content, as you all know. So it's a nothing conversation down here in Florida, and it is pretty crazy in how parts of Florida are underwater. And that's the next thing. Every time these storms come in and things happen, it turns into the climate change. I just think to myself, yeah, right. Well, with all the concrete, all the asphalt, all the buildings, blah, 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 blah. What do you think's going to happen to these massive rains when you have all these hard surfaces? I mean, where's the rain going besides the gutters to the sewer system? I mean, it's not like it was you go back 50 to 100 years ago and this was all just dirt. It was just all forestry. It was just all grass or whatever you want to call it. But yet now everything's got pavement everywhere you go. So Yeah, the downtown cities. I mean, why do you get all the rooftops of all the buildings? I mean, the overflow, the rain. It just turns into, oh, there it is. Climate change is here and blah, blah, blah. No, it's Mother Earth is here, and Mother Earth is changing because that's who Mother Earth is. Mankind has created its own dilemmas of what it's built around Mother Earth. It doesn't work the same way, but whatever. That's a nothing conversation. Do you get anywhere talking to somebody that opposes your views? I mean, that's a great point to think about it. Where we are in today's country, society, you accomplish nothing to going up to a person that has basically the opposite views of you. Where does that all go? It goes nowhere. And that's the thing. So sadly, people are sitting there today and they're doing their same routine they do every day of their life, and they're watching the nothing shows. That nothing comes from it for themselves to actually benefit from all the information they've been given that just truly is twisted beyond twisted. This is challenging, man. I mean, this is oh my gosh. It doesn't end, does it? Where's the guard to open the, you know, what came from that besides nothing? A bunch of people lost their jobs. That's what that came from. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, what comes from those conversations? Yeah, go to a rally of one. We all witnessed it. Does anybody remember the summer of 2020? Did you just shake your head that the governing bodies were doing nothing to stop all the stuff that went on? Does anybody remember this stuff? I mean, and now under this city administration, it's not going to happen. You're not going to see the summer of 2020 under the city administration. It ain't going to happen. So if anybody's thinking the big, you know, everybody getting riled up is going to happen, nope, won't happen. I can promise you, if there was a different guy in power, all getting riled up and all the summer 2020 stuff would come back, I can guarantee you it would be back on our doorstep. And nope, it's all that stuff's just appeared. That I can promise you that the talk among so many and the powers to be is nope, can't do that. You know, hey BLM, nope, you cannot do that. Nope, 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 wrong administration. Yeah, what came from all that? Anyways, that's it. I just like to talk. Can you tell? Yeah, I do like to talk. And did you gain anything from this conversation? Or nothing came from it? Yeah, I get all that. As we head back to see if Popcorn and the daughter are back in the Plum Crazy Super Bee Dodge Charger. One of my subscribers was saying that thing really needs a good detailing. Yeah, I agree, it does. Yeah, all my cars needed good detailing. Yeah, and it's a lot of work. I mean, really, to get a car really cleaned up. Yeah, who doesn't go to the car wash when it's just a spray car wash and get nothing from it? Yeah, I mean, truly, you go through a car wash where it doesn't have any brushes or claws to touch your car, and it just sprays around it. Yeah, the nothing comes from that. There's Scott, my good friend Scott, that is right up the street from. He's from Alabama. Cool guy, great guy. All right, what's going on here? The True Team has showed up. This must be our neighbors getting their something done, which that's fine. It's always the project. Kids got her car parked in here. Can I get around the garbage can somewhat? Make it all work, right? And there's the Ice Age TV. You know, it's funny. We never did check my dad's gas cap. Nobody's checked to see if we took that car over to my dad's dealership. And when the car is locked, it actually, the gas cap isn't supposed to open. So I don't know if this car's unlocked or not. Let's see, it's probably locked. So it's locked. So like right now, you can't open it because it's locked. All right, everybody, that's it. Or is that it? Should we go inside and say hi to Popcorn and see what the word of the day is for Friday? Now, if you watched my brother's video yesterday, my daughter and I, we should really say Julie, went out and got my dad some really pretty plants. She's very excited about getting that put in the ground for him to make his front yard look that much more pretty. Did they leave the front door open for me? Maybe, maybe not. Let's see if I spill my coffee all over me. They did. as we walk in to my dad, my mom would be like, don't show him this house. There he is. What's going on there, Popcorn?
Hey, Gary.
What's the daughter doing? How are ya? How is he?
Good as can be expected.
You got a big...
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
I don't know. I'm waiting for you to talk.
Well, I'm taking the supplements I've taken for 30 years. I'm not going to quit now.
I wouldn't quit. You ready for your hearing aid test?
Yeah, if they're ready for
Can't hear
me.
you.
He did. He did.
I've been talking to him all
Hey, have you ever checked your car's gas cap?
My which? Yeah.
Does it work?
Yeah.
Oh, you checked it.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 or 4 times. But the garage door didn't close all
No,
the way.
I did that on purpose to air it out. The garbage can was stinking it up.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm doing that deliberately. I don't close it. I let the garage air out. It was starting to smell from the garbage can.
Okay, so what have you done? You moved the...
No, I just hit the button before it goes all the way down. I just stop it.
I'm glad to hear that. Okay, because I got to raise the door for the water guy to change the tank out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
What, is he coming right now?
Hmm?
What time is he coming?
Between 10 and 11.
Okay.
So I got to open it by 10.
Can
So
you
I'm
hand me
good.
that water?
Well, I'm glad to know that door is open for a reason.
Can you hand me the water?
Which one, baby?
The bottle.
The bottle. Wow, this is the girl that works out, runs around the neighborhood, and she needs a water bottle. How's your day going? Gee, sunshine of happiness here in the popcorn world, right?
You can't hear me.
Well, you can hear me. There he is. Look.
Hey,
Hey, Joe's going to work today for us.
how is he?
Joe's
I hear it
working.
falling, but
Isn't that nice?
How is
He sounds great. Good, right? All right. Uh-oh.
gems in the sink.
my oyster?
Yeah, right. Yeah, here you go. Yeah.
Yeah, you talk about something stinking things up, these will do it.
Hey, everybody. Hey, I hope everybody has a blessed Friday. I know. I can just carry it on and on and on for the nothing conversations, right? All right, everybody. This is my work. It's a disaster. Yeah. We make it work, though. My mom would be like, you can't show these videos of our house. Like, yeah, I know. All right, everybody. Hey, hope everybody has a blessed day. Stay tuned for more adventures on Ice Age TV. What's going to happen next? You never know with me.